So today I've decided to do a Christmas themed build. It's just gonna be really simple Christmas trees, 3 of them in varying sizes. It's gonna be really cool. It'll be a really neat Christmas gift for somebody, and it should only take me a pretty quick, maybe an hour at most to make, and then let it paint, let it dry overnight, and then be ready to give tomorrow. So even as a last minute gift, this should work out. So let's give it a try.
So first things first, you have to cut out and then glue the template on the wood. I found some pieces of scrap wood and I made this little template, and I've got a link to it in the description below if you want to check that out. As soon as you get that done, then you can start cutting. You could cut by hand, and check out, the template doesn't go all the way out to the tips, so you're just gonna have to eyeball that. It's just how that works, so that you can have everyone is unique, right? Now for my favorite activity, is sanding. Now I broke a couple of pieces, so I kind of have to glue them back on. So check this out. Gluing it, no big deal, right? And here I'm just going to use tape as a clamp because this is really an awkward thing to clamp. Now let's add some, I don't know, dents from a chisel. Sounded good at the time. Now it's time for the bases. So I just got another piece of scrap wood and kind of drew where I wanted the bases to be, trying to use the least amount of wood, and got after it. Because the wood I chose for the bases was so thick, I decided to go ahead and give myself a little slot. It's not going to go all the way through, it'll be just kind of a chiseled out slot so that the trees can kind of nestle down into their little bases. Wasn't really necessary. If I'd used a thinner piece of wood for the base, I could have totally just screwed it right straight into it, but I used a really thick piece, so I don't know, thought it looked cool. Now that everything's sanded, I can fit the bases on with a couple of screws. So I just went ahead and pre-drilled some holes and then attached it with a couple of screws through the base. Easy peasy, and I did it for all three. the second coat of paint, I went ahead and touched up areas that I didn't get a real good coat on the first time, but then I also decided to toss a little bit of glitter on just for funsies.
So all in all, this is a really simple project. These are really great decorations. I'd be proud to have them in my home, and I think my friend will be proud to have them as well. They did take me a little bit longer than I initially thought. I initially thought it would be about an hour. It ended up being about 2, mostly because I did things like break one of the trees in half and break off one of the limbs, and I had to glue those back together. But all in all, actually cutting and sanding and everything took me about an hour. Then the gluing added a little bit extra time, and then of course painting and letting it dry overnight, coming back. All in all, it was a very, very simple project and a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, have any questions or anything, feel free to leave me a comment below, like, and definitely subscribe to the channel and take a look at the other videos that I've got. And it lets me know that you guys do want to see more of these. So thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.